Kawasaki ahead of Alastair Seeley's Relentless Suzuki. Billy McConnell's Triumph is now in third place. Christian Iddon, Gary Johnson and Anthony Rogers. There's a problem on the grid. There's a yellow flag running, and we've got number 47 in trouble. That's Paul Curran from Cannock on his PCR Triumph. Well, he seems to have had that trouble cleared. The green flag is waving, the red flag leaves. It's the Silkaleen British SuperSport Championship, the sprint race here on Saturday at Brands Hatch. A great start by Ben Wilson coming off the second place on the grid. Oh, and he was neck and neck with the black Relentless Suzuki of Seeley as they drop down through Paddock Hill. And it's Seeley the advantage.
Crash.
We've got two fallers coming down in Paddock Hill. One of them may have been Jess Trailer, I think.
One of them is Matthew Hoyle.
And Matty Hoyle, the former 125 GP champion, as our camera wings its way back on track and picks up Alastair Seeley leading the way along the Cooper Straight.
Yeah, Seeley.
We've got a red flag. We've got a red flag, I think, already. We had Alastair Seeley, Ben Wilson and Jimmy Hill it was, who was storming up to split the championship leaders. And Tommy Hill's kid brother is certainly lively here at Brands Hatch this weekend. We're on the first lap of 10. So we're not sure yet if the red flag has gone out. Right now this race might be in progress as they go arrowing round the
safety car.
The safety car's coming out. The safety car is coming out. The race places will remain intact at the moment. So as they come out of Dingledell into Sheen Curve, a very, very full grid of SuperSport Championship runners here. 36 riders in all, from Alastair Seeley on pole position and leading the race to Adam Robinson right at the back. But we lost 3 riders at Paddock Hill Bend on that opening lap.
Yeah, it's always difficult going into there. You know, the guys are all trying to get a good start. You all pile down and the track drops away and just a little coming together, and they just got wedged and down they went. You couldn't see exactly exactly how it was caused, but hopefully those guys are all right. But they've got, obviously the marshals are there on the scene. The safety car comes out. You can see in the back of your picture they're just getting the guys cleared away and having a look there. But back at the front, Alastair Seeley, who was the pole man, don't forget, got a great start, and right behind him, lurking as always, is number 15 on the green Kawasaki, Ben Wilson, who's been brilliant. Look at the two on your right-hand side. You've got the green Kawasaki, Ben Wilson, then Alastair Seeley. Seeley actually gets the whole shot. Now let's look a bit further back in the pack, because we didn't quite get this first time. It's going to be mid-pack here. Oh!
And that was a launch up the inside from the Kawasaki.
That was Jess Trailer.
It was Jess Trailer, and he caught a front wheel as he went up the inside into Paddock Hill Bend, and that was enough to take him down.
Yeah.
Oh, they really locked together. Oh, that was a nasty crash for the lad in the middle.
Oh, well, yeah,
I think that might have been. I think bike number 32, Matty Hoyle, was involved in that, the former 125 champion on the McCrory Racing Kawasaki. So let's hope those lads are all right. And meantime, Seeley, Wilson, Tommy Hill, Dan Cooper, Sam Warren and Billy McConnell are the top 6 ahead of Luke Mossey, Pauli Pekkanen, Jack Kennedy and Max Hunt. That's the top 10. So these guys now behind the pace car, as they will be perhaps for a lap or two. This is going to be some super sprint race, this is, by the time we're finished.
It is. It was only 10 laps long at the start. Now with a couple of these laps that have gone down, you can see the guys there just getting sort of cleared up. It looks like everyone is well, as they haven't stopped the race and everything, you'd say that everyone's safely in and being treated. Great staff here, great people on the case, so that looks good.
So we've got, and I'm a simple lad at heart, and I get confused by the various Triumph teams. Let me try and sort them out for you. We've got Alastair Seeley and Ben Wilson leading, and then the third place Jimmy Hill from Lingfield on the map Triumph, and then we've got Dan Cooper. Oh, there is Matty Hoyle up and walking. That's good to see. Disappointed. It looks like everybody's all right. A limping Jess Trailer there, the Gearlink Kawasaki. He qualified badly, Jess, and he was a bit desperate to make a start there.
I did speak to him earlier. He said he struggled. He said he's got to get going in the race, and just tried. He's a young lad. He tried a bit too hard and actually lost the front, and unfortunately collected a couple of guys around him. But it looks like everyone's okay. Just be disappointed, but they'll all dust themselves up and get going again. He's just going to let the bike go there now. But the car, there he comes in. The car's in. So let's go. Alastair Seeley. Then we've got Ben Wilson, Jimmy Hill.
And then it's Cooper in 4th place as we watch Seeley. Wilson so brisk on the brakes. Immediately tried to threaten Seeley at the front.
Again.
Coming up Haywood Hill. Seeley is, you know how much he likes this place. He scored his only ever victory in World Superbikes here 12 months ago for the Relentless Suzuki squad.
Yeah,
he likes Brands Hatch GP circuit.
And I was sat here watching him there at the bottom of Graham Hill Bend this morning in practice, and he was exceptional. You couldn't believe how hard, how fast, but how aggressive he is with the motorcycle. He's so vicious, he slams it on his side. He's all action, and really is, well, it's why he's had so many wins this year. Let's not forget the guy's won 6 races this year. He's dominated, he's leading the championship, a massive 268 points. He is the man to be. Start sort of building again from here. This is the battle between Cooper and Billy McConnell. Billy McConnell, number 75, having a look up the inside of paddock. It looks like he's going to go through. Cooper lets the brakes off, runs it around the outside, but can't quite do it from there.
And you'd bet on Billy McConnell producing a pass like that, because you just know how icy. Oh, and look at this! Sam Warren decides he's going to have some of the action. Oh, and Dan Cooper gets rattled so much he drops 2 places. And I think it's Luke Mossey who's getting into the mix there as well. It was. Cooper fights back against his teammate Luke Mossey. Yeah,
he's a bit unlucky there. Cooper got a bit of a duffing up there by that man Sam Warren on the Seton Yamaha. So. Wow.
So 34 leads at Seeley, 15 second is Wilson, 95 Hill in 3rd, and then we've got Dan Cooper having got mugged and pushed back by McConnell and Sam Warren on any given race.
And yet he's finished every single race this year, and the worst finish he's had has been 4th. So
look at this, Sam Warren decides he's going to sneak the Yamaha underneath Billy McConnell. Well, Warren is really riding so strongly this season on that red Yamaha number 70. He was unlucky. He kind of overstretched himself in the 2nd race at Knock Hill and crashed there, but otherwise he's had a pretty strong record. They're having a good old triumph tussle back there. Oh, look at McConnell wheeling across the top of the hill. Giving it everything, giving it beans, you might say. Look at this move there. Through goes Luke Mossey. Mossey has been so impressive, and Mossey has picked his way through his fellow triumphs and is now the leading Smiths of Gloucester racing triumph. Willowy, in complete contrast to that man, Ben Wilson, who's a shorter, sturdier chap, but he's, I tell you what, he gives us something on the motorcycle. He is really going after Seeley.
He does, and he's actually put the quickest lap of the race in on that lap at 128.4 compared to Seeley's 128.5, and just as you say, Jack, you can see his intent.
Through Sterling's.
So we got Suzuki, Kawasaki, then Triumph, then Yamaha. 4 different manufacturers in the top 4. It's a great class, this, and just a great championship. 36 riders out there.
And Sam Warren had about 3/10 of a second advantage over Luke Mossey on the last lap. This is the battle for the lead. And this is, look at Wilson. Oh dear, back wheel was off the deck, James, and yet he still managed to get stopped.
So you can really see that, he just dived up at Seeley. Oh, it looked like so. I thought Seeley was coming back again up the inside, but see, look at this, nothing between them. Unbelievable. And was that someone who looked like maybe a back marker was just coming up? Did we see that? No,
Seeley's going out, but your eyesight's going, man. Seeley looks as if, he's desperate to make a move through on the inside. He does so straight away at John Surtees. And Wilson has to give best again.
A little slide there as well, coming out of Dingledell.
Wilson with a 53-point advantage in the championship at the moment over Alastair Seeley, the man just in front of him right now, and he obviously doesn't want to give an inch either as they come screaming through clearways and then round the Clark curve.
What style of his. Now this is where he overtook last time. He's probably going to do the same thing again. He's got a great drive. Watch him cut to the inside, outbrake him.
Seeley's ready for it this time, James, and he was late on the brakes and held his line. So Seeley, Wilson, Hill, Warren, McConnell, Mossey, Cooper, Kennedy, Whitton.
Wilson, massive slide coming out the bottom of paddock there. The track drops away and it just loosened off. He hardly had to back up the throttle, but it's a moment.
Riding for the Irish Relentless by Taz Suzuki team leads into the last lap of this hair-raising 10-lapper here at Brands Hatch, and a long way round for number 15, Ben Wilson this time. I think he's lining him up for Haywood Hill. He was hoping to get the drive up the inside, but Seeley covers the line brilliantly.
Yeah, Seeley been very clever those last 2 turns, gone to the inside, forced them to the outside, and again he's just being really intelligent with his riding. He's forcing forcing Wilson to find a way past on the outside. Last thing he can either try going up the inside into this last corner clearways, or he can try and square it off if Seeley covers the inside, which he does, and drive underneath him. It's all going to be in the last turn.
This is what he's going to do, round clearways. The green Kawasaki will head for the inside line, but I think the Suzuki might have the speed as they come out of Clark Curve onto the Brabham Straight. He pulls out of the slipstream. Oh, did Seeley get it? He did by 0.019 of a second. Wow. Sam Warren finishes a brilliant third for the Seton Tuning Yamaha team. Ben Wilson congratulates Alastair Seeley on the narrowest of wins. Jimmy Hill hangs on to a sensational fourth place from Billy McConnell and Luke Mossey.
By not a tenth of a second, a 100th of a second. That is unbelievable. What a great race.
Jimmy Hill then fourth, fifth Billy McConnell, sixth Luke Mossey, seventh Dan Cooper, all of those four on triumph. So too Matt Whitman, 5 triumphs in a row. Back to Jack Kennedy, Jumping Jack making his return in 9th place, and Paulie Pekkanen getting a terrific 10th place, the Finn, ahead of Paul Young, Max Hunt, Lee Johnston, AJ Venter, and the SuperSport Cup winner John Simpson in 15th place, the last point for him. And Alastair Seeley would be well pleased with that. Every little chip into that 53-point advantage counts, James. It puts the lead down to about Sam Warren, I reckon, in 3rd place for the Seton Tuning Yamaha. 2nd place for Gearlink Kawasaki's Ben Wilson. And a win for a guy who first kicked off riding a 125 Kawasaki in the Ulster Schoolboy Motocross Championship as a 16-year-old. He won that championship in 1996. He was 20 before he turned to road racing in the clubman's class on a 600cc Yamaha. Had his first race win at Agadawi. What a wonderful sound. No wonder he likes little tracks. Great performance then after a terrific race, and a kiss for Norman Burgess from Alastair Seeley. And a great day, of course, for Relentless by Taz Suzuki. We've already had Josh Brooks on top of the podium for them, so 2 out of 2 so far as Norman makes an early exit and these lads let rip with the champagne. Congratulations then to Sam Warren, to Ben Wilson, and to the race winner by the narrowest of margins, and that is Alastair Seeley.